I just laughing because, like, were you slapping your eyelids? What were you just
Yes,
doing?
because
Oh.
I haven't looked at myself and I've got morning puffy eyes, right?
Mhm.
So I'm kind of just gently, whatever. I don't want any advice because I know it's like,
No.
don't touch whatever. But I just like my fingers are cold. So it
Oh, so that
feels like a cold compress on my eyes. And so it's
yeah,
just habitual. What's up with you? Like we are literally just having our talk to each other before the sprint. So I literally have
right?
no idea what's going on with you.
Yeah, because I mean, I got up decent enough time this morning. I actually been up since 4, I'll be honest. I
Me
did not get
too.
out of bed since I did not get out of bed. I was just like, "Why? Why am I awake?" But I
Mhm.
got up and I showered, put on makeup. I did everything like, that I should. My glasses are crooked or something. Anyway, um, but when I went to get ready, I realized I didn't do the podcast on Friday. So my computer was like in one room because we had a Zoom
Mm.
wedding shower yesterday and the power cord was somewhere else. Anyway, it just took me a while to get everything back where it's supposed to be and back in the usable condition. Otherwise, I would have like been here earlier and we would have been chatting off air. But here we are chatting online.
So here's the
Live for everyone.
thing. Get this. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I was
Mhm.
like awake and I saw this thing about pink succulents. And I was like, oh my goodness, Rhonda, have you seen these? Send. I'm like, oh no, I didn't see the time. She's like, how did you know I was awake? And then she's like,
She was awake too?
yeah. And so then she was like, I was thinking about hitting Teresa Thomas's productivity, but I don't know what the link is. I'm like, well, you go to sleep. I'll put the link here and then we'll both go. Well, she did not wake up to do the productivity sprints, but I went over there.
So you've
So
been sprinting since 6 a.m.
no, like I
Oh.
did one or two with Teresa, and I should have went back to bed. See, and this is why I don't come when I think I shouldn't come because the
Yeah.
productivity sprints were not productive. But it was
Mhm.
nice to see Teresa's live awesome face and like it might be worth it to try to push myself just to be in the chat. I know it sounds really terrible, but I would just be like, oh, hi, everybody, knock, knock, who's there, or something. But that's not why they're there. So, like, I might legitimately sneak over there for their 10-minute breaks or whatever.
Right. I know what you're like in chat. Trust me, I know.
Yes, I just can't help myself. And then that was the thing, too. Like, I could not believe I sent Rhonda a text that early, but she was up.
So
Then
was
she went
she
back
up
to
or hadn't
sleep.
gone to back hadn't gone to bed yet?
That is a question for the lady herself because
Mhm.
I was being very self-absorbed, I'll admit. Oh, a chat? Oh, Teresa. And then I was off to go try to find out where to look at it or whatever.
That's hilarious. So tell me about the pink succulents while I get the timer ready.
Okay, so like imagine a succulent, but pink.
That's
That's
it?
really all there is to it. But the
Okay.
point is that they exist. And someone was like, I just found out a pink succulent and now my life is forever changed. And they put this beautiful picture. You know how it is. And I
Oh,
was like,
yeah, it's never an ugly
right.
picture, right?
So I'm like, Rhonda, have you seen this? At 4:30 in the morning. Just
That's
because, like, of course, it's not 4:30 in the morning anywhere but in my world.
right.
Right.
Oh, I just put a little map on Google. How pretty. I need some of these in my life. Okay,
Yes.
we ready to do this? It is 8 o'clock.
Yes.
All right. Got my music all set, got the timer all set. Don't know what I'm working on yet. I know what I'm working on. I just know I should probably be writing instead of marketing, but that's my life right
Oh, I
now.
have questions.
Oh,
Too late.
oh, oh I
It's
have
like
it
go.
turned down. It's a go.
Oh.
Good morning, Piper. We're sprinting now. I'm not supposed to be talking. about that? There's music now. Well, I spent that time responding to a a reader email and sending her a bunch of review links because she asked, "Where do you want me to review the book?"
Oh,
Oh,
that's so great. So it worked in your newsletter to ask for that.
yeah. I mean, I don't even remember what I wrote other than the fact that let me cut to the chase. Esther is now free to you. And then I don't remember what I wrote after that, honestly. Like, did I ask them for reviews? Probably.
Well, you said something like, "Hey, if you would want to leave me a review, why don't you hit me up and let me know?" And because it's like you didn't want to put
You're
the
right.
links in there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I did that on purpose. We'll talk about that tomorrow, I guess, better, more in depth on newsletter chat. I forgot I did that. You're right. And I just for the same reason why you think I did, I didn't just put the links in there or a
Yeah,
link
it looked
leading to.
your newsletter looked really good. Yeah.
Oh, thank y'all. Thank you very much. What'd you work on, Jamie?
My book edits always. So, well, not always, but not recently, but yes, today.
Today.
Mhm.
All right, good.
Mhm.
Good.
What's everyone else doing? Do we have little friends? Oh, yes, we
We do.
do. See, I just opened my chat window. Oh, there's everybody.
Everybody's been talking, yes. And Piper says good morning. Piper was referring to you getting to the early morning one. She said, I couldn't get there this morning. It is legit when you need to sleep to head back to bed.
Yeah.
LOL. Yes.
Oh, man.
Kristen says hello and reminder that National Poetry Month starts on Thursday. I will not be participating. I am not a poetry person. Sorry, everybody.
What is who's Christian Indie Writers? Is that you? What is April
Yes,
9th?
that's me. Okay, so that's me. Piper says, Jennifer, I'm hoping you could tell me your new marketing plan. I have read to do the first two books for free,
Oh,
but cannot remember where. I am itching to talk about this, but we are going to have a podcast episode about it. And the reason, not that I want to keep everybody in suspense, but I am monitoring every little thing that's happening and taking notes. I just so that it will be, I don't want to like say too much now and then things change, if that makes sense.
yeah, it totally does. I mean, we want to know everything. So,
But ultimately, first of all, I just got to say, can you see this on your screen?
yeah, what is that on my what is
It
that?
looks like a piano. I don't know. Is it?
What is that? Like
I
legit, I
don't
do not.
know. Do you have another window open with like a piano or something? Like that's so weird. Now it's gone.
It's gone.
Now it's back.
Now it's back. It's a
Oh my-
portal to another dimension. How do I? Oh, I know what it is. I know
What?
what it is. I know what it is. It's a green screen setting that they allow. Look, it'll change. See, that's a different green screen setting. In so look, see, I can make it look.
Oh,
Did it
I don't like.
change?
Yeah, you went away to bricks. It's just brick
Yeah,
walls.
yeah. So it was this.
Oh,
It was like a green screen, but you have to have a green screen or it doesn't work.
you could have let me like hang out in this
I
area of like what's going on
know.
for a very long time. And you
April Fools for the other ladies.
But April Fool's is on a Thursday. How are we gonna get them on camera on a
Oh,
Thursday?
this drat.
I
Well,
know.
see,
When I was scheduling social media like forever ago and I was like trying to do a month in advance and I got to April Fool's Day, I was like, yeah. And I realized, oh no, it's Thursday, not Friday. Because I was putting a yay, tomorrow's podcast day kind of a social media thing together. So I was really disappointed because I'm like,
we
I have a whole
are
month to plan.
we're sort of committed to our shenanigans, aren't we? I mean,
Yes, there's nothing
too
like
bad
it.
there's no podcast on April Fool's Day, so we can mess with each other.
Right? Good morning, Melody. Happy to
Morning,
have you joining
Melody.
us today. We are just it's 8:30. All right, let me just
Oh,
really quick. We're
time again.
so planning my April 1st, Piper says. Yes. People are wary on the 1st, not the day after.
Ooh, good boy.
Ooh. You're evil, Kristen.
We could have it called April, like bargain bin April Fools or something. April Fools Markdown Day or something.
Day old.
Yeah, day old. That's why
old.
the jokes are no good. The April Fool's jokes are just not as good as the ones on April Fool's Day. What do you want? They're not fresh.
All right, we got to do this again.
All right.
Or we'll chat at the other end of this 25 minutes.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. All right. 2 down, 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm missing a lot of chat. What is tenterhooks? Oh, you're muted, Jamie.
It's tenterhooks.
Oh, what's tenterhooks?
It's like I had to Google it. It's like
Ah,
tenting hooks. It's like for tenting in some way. And I always thought it was tender hooks. Like I had heard the expression before, not many times, on tender hooks. Had you heard that?
no, never heard the expression.
I had only heard it, never seen it written down. And she
Yeah.
just used it. It's interesting.
Gotcha. All right. So you're still editing. I did some social media posts. I know I'm supposed to be writing, but I have momentum and I'm trying to get this stuff. Like there just has to be marketing, right? So, and it looks as if the Hubs is going back to work tomorrow on light duty, which basically means he's got a full cast on. That's where we were Friday. Like they took off his mini cast and he can't move his thumb at all because of the repair they did. So they put him in a full cast because they don't want him to move his thumb for 3 more weeks, and then he'll start physical therapy to see if he can get back the full use of his thumb. So that's what but that means that he'll be going back to work, which means things will slow down here. So the girls and I have been demoing our kitchen.
Wow.
So he has now been taken off of like he's able to do one-handed work, the doctor says. So he's been helping a lot because he can do a lot because he hurt his left hand and he's right-handed. So, but we took down walls, the girls and I.
Wow,
and
that's awesome.
We had these old cupboards that had been put up with nails, and I dug the nails out and got the cupboards down.
That's great. So are you going to paint them or replace them or what?
Replacing them. Yeah.
Wow,
it was just a very
awesome.
inefficient kitchen from day one. And it's been here for 40 years, so it's time to move on. So, yeah. Anyway, so all that to say, I'll probably get more working time in when I'm not doing so much construction work in the house, right?
Yeah.
Running to doctor's appointments and stuff.
That's so great. That means you're going to be moving full steam ahead.
I know. I still don't know though if I'm going to go ahead. This is like a business decision, not just a writing decision, but I don't know if I'm going to finish the contemporary that I'm working on, or if I'm going to go back to book 4 and get it done. It has momentum, right? Like it's the smart thing to do, isn't it? But I really don't want it to come out till November, so I don't know. I may still do November, but I may release a romantic short in July to do like make sure I'm doing 90-day releases this year. And then just see. I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot going on, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I mean, like you said, you'll cross that bridge when you actually get to it, because the day to make the decision is in the future.
That's true. Very, very true. I'm starting to lose steam though, and I just realized because I've only had 1 cup of coffee. By now I've had 2.5 usually. So, but I've been trying to slow down because my coffee broke. Oh, I didn't tell you this. My coffee maker broke.
How is that not the first thing that you tell me?
It happened on Thursday, and I didn't work on Thursday because I had doctor's appointments.
No coffee.
Right. And then Friday I wasn't on a podcast, so that would have definitely been my what's up.
Right.
So I've been using like store-bought Starbucks iced coffee, which, anywho, yeah, I'll tell you that whole story. We're running out of time, but anyway, I can't buy half calf pre-done coffee. So Kristen says, no, not the coffee maker. I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And so I need to buy a new one, but you know me, I'm frugal. But if I'm going to spend good money and I'm going to get a good coffee maker, like I'm going to get what I want. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to make sure it's the one I want. So I just haven't stopped and like really done the research. I know some people will just go out and buy a coffee maker, right? Not me. I'm going to spend way too much time researching. So, all right. Enough of me chatting about coffee. I'm telling you that because I'm going to go dark as soon as we start and go get some more coffee and then get back to work.
Got it.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, done. We were supposed to be done about 30 seconds ago, but I couldn't find my way back to this window. It's a
I'm so
joke.
glad
Like
you
how
found your way back to us, Jen.
it's a joke how many windows I have open right now. I went through and closed a bunch, and I still have a bunch because I'm also tracking a bunch of different booksellers right now and constantly taking screenshots. And yeah, oh well.
Somebody's busy.
I am busy getting the job done. Hey, Maria, how are you? She says, hey, everyone, had my lunch break, got a cuppa, and ready to sprint. Writing my blog post and words my fourth historical fiction novel. Yeah, that's the next thing I'm going to write. Actually, I have a blog post that I want to do. Now, I don't actually blog. I sometimes, if it's too much for the newsletter, like too long, I will put a more of it over on there. Or there are things that I want to like just like a video I did. I want to have it, posted somewhere. Like I just kind of do it randomly. But I want to talk in length about the character Phoebe, the Phoebe in the Bible. I want to talk in length about what the scriptures say about her and like that, and with my research. So that's something that's on my plate for this week too, to get it done so that as people start asking me questions, I just kind of send them over there. So I will be blogging this week actually. Which is
Well,
not
that's
usually-
awesome. Are you going to put that in your newsletter or maybe a
Yeah.
link to it, like click here to read more or something?
Yeah, because I also, in the back of the book, which is with the copy editor right now, I just kind of mentioned, I always talk about like the book, kind of like different things that motivated me to write it or whatever, just like a little couple pages on that. And one of the things was, it would just been too long. So I said, check out my blog post. And so I actually have to do the blog post now because I said in the book that there's a blog post, which there isn't yet. So I got the nicest little message from my copy editor. Can I read it, or is it?
Yeah,
I'll
please.
pat myself on the back for a second. She says, just checking in. I'm making good progress. I absolutely love this book! Exclamation point. You are such a gifted author. I find myself not wanting to put it down. It's going out of town with me this weekend. That's just like,
so awesome. That's terrific.
yeah, I just really appreciate that. I just like, she made my day because I was like, just kind of like focused on getting like the business kind of stuff done, and I was just like, oh, and then that popped up on my screen, and I was just like, I needed to hear that because the whole reason I'm doing
Yeah.
all this business junk is for my books, right? Because
Right.
yeah. Kristen says, I love words, I hate word problems. Aw.
Oh,
So sorry, Kristen.
yeah, like how dastardly to mix words in with math.
Do you think that they were thought that those of us that are I love math, so I'm not in this camp, but people that are very language arts and hate math, if they thought they would draw them in somehow, I don't know. When I was in school to be a teacher, I know we learned a lot about different learning styles and how you need to offer lots of different options, but
I don't hate math, but what happened, my husband and I were talking about it, and now that he kind of understands the point, it's kind of like Kristen was saying, when they were teaching me algebra and stuff, they weren't really saying someday you're going to want to know the conversion of like a third of a cup to like an eighth of a cup. Like they didn't make it real world to me. They just kind of threw these numbers at me and didn't really say why I was learning these formulas. But once you realize, measuring area of land when you're going to lay pipe or tile, or,
Right.
trying to figure out how much wallpaper you're going to need to cover the bedroom walls, you start to appreciate math. So I'm not someone who hates math. I'm just someone who has animosity toward how it was taught to me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I concur with that. You still editing, Jamie?
Yes, but I'm taking my little breaky poo because
that's
I gotta
right.
go to 10 o'clock office hours. So I'm gonna take this sprint off and maybe rest. I hope I
All
don't
right.
oversleep. I'll have to ping them in the messaging group that if I'm not there by 10:02, they need to nudge me.
And I'll still see you tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, let us chat.
We start at different keys or different.
Yes.
Oh well.
Maria says the difference between maths and math. I love how it's maths in the UK. Like I want it to be maths here, but it just makes you seem like a weirdo to be talking American then randomly say maths.
Whenever Okay, so this is really off topic. I guess I shouldn't. It's
Go for
9:30.
it.
But if you're seeing the movie, Nacho Libre.
Yes.
How you say- We've been quoting it a lot, like, and people I see online are quoting it because he says Easter's instead of Easter. I don't know.
Aw.
So when I heard her say mass, now all of a sudden I have all these quotes from Nacho Libre going through my
Yes,
head.
I hear
So
you. That's your little jukebox triggering off.
this
All
silly
right.
pants. All right,
I'll call
lady.
you later. Or I
All
mean,
right,
call you later. I'll call you later.
you can call me later. We can
All
chat because
right.
we've not
I'll
really
call you
chatted yet.
Betty when you call me Al. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye. All right, this is the last one. And 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
Done. Yay, congratulations. If you are still here, that means that you have completed some work for the day. Congratulations. Let me see if I can bald right there. Oh, the sun is so bright right now. But it's very deceiving because it's like 30 degrees outside, but it looks like it's super nice, but it's not. Let's see. Maria says, Jen, what time is newsletter chat? I tried to catch it a couple of weeks ago, but I think I had the time wrong. It's possible we also canceled newsletter chat a couple weeks ago at the last minute. Or maybe it wasn't the last minute, but we had to cancel it because we just couldn't be there. So it is 9 a.m. Eastern time. So whatever time it is in the UK right now, subtract an hour, and that's what time we'll be showing up tomorrow. So if it's 10 right now, 10, I think it's 3 o'clock afternoon your time right now. And if that's so, that's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you. That's what time newsletter chat will start. Yeah. So I have I have some things to share tomorrow. I'm excited. It's so hard not to tell you guys right now. But I'm keeping it for newsletter chat because that's when we talk about newsletter stuff. Don't want to get everything confused, right? Come here to work. Tomorrow we discuss newsletters. I want you guys to come talk about your newsletters too. I want to know, like, just be honest. Like, I haven't touched my newsletter in 6 months, or I never get anybody to respond to my newsletters, or I don't, come and be honest, and let's work through that because I don't want to just be sitting there telling you all about what I'm doing, unless that's helpful to you. I really want to know what's going on with everybody else too, and with their newsletters. Melody says, feels good to have got quite a few words written during these writing sprints. It feels good to start the morning being productive. LOL. I agree. I used to have office hours from 10 to noon with the other ladies, and it just wasn't working for me because back in the day when we first started business, office hours, it was at like 8 or 8:30 a.m. And then life just changed. And so we did 10 for a while. And then I just discovered that it wasn't recently because now I homeschool. It just wasn't working for me. And so I thought the reason I changed was because of homeschooling for my kids to make life better for them. But I'm telling you, I'm so much more productive at 8 a.m. than I am at 10 a.m. Like now I'm going to get up and we're going to like homeschool, get some breakfast in me and things like that. So I have those kind of things. I'm productive at 10 a.m. But for just me and my business and writing and marketing, 8 a.m. It really works for me. Maria says, wrote another 400 words for my historical fiction novel and just about to finish my blog. Yay. That's awesome. Good job. Hey, Melody, before I forget, I know I kind of threw that out there that you and I should do a newsletter swap, and I never got back with you. I need to message you, but I kind of backed off from doing newsletter swaps, but I'd be willing to do one with you if you're interested because we have like a real, like, this is like live online, right? But still more than just like people out there that I don't have any sort of like relationship with. So if you think of it, reach out to me on Instagram, like message me. And if I think of it, I'll message you first and maybe we can start like a convo about that. Maria says, cool, I will try to catch it. UK clocks went forward for daylight savings on Sunday. So it's back to the normal time difference. Oh, so you do have daylight savings. It's just a different time. Okay, so 3 p.m. now in the UK. Okay. So right now for you, it's 3 p.m., which is what I thought. So then tomorrow at 2 p.m. is when we would have newsletter chat. We'd love to have you there. Because newsletter chat is different than the podcast. First of all, it's just two of us in there. Mostly it's Jamie. Sometimes Tina sticks her head in there and helps out. But we don't really have an outline or an agenda. I kind of come with things I want to talk about. Jamie or Tina comes with things they want to talk about. But really and truly, when we get in there, if you guys start asking questions, that's the direction it's going to go in. So if you're struggling with something with your newsletter or have questions, come with those. Put them up there immediately, and that's what we're going to talk about that day. So you can get hopefully some immediate help, not from just us, but from other chatters in there as well. Piper is a really great resource when it comes to newsletters, and she's normally there for us. Melody, great Melody. All right, I'll look forward to the message. All right, it is 10:01, and it's time for me to move. I don't want to. I'm getting a lot of progress done today, but it's time for me to move on with my kiddos, and I'm sure they would rather I just kept working because then they would just stay in bed. That's not happening. All right, everyone. Kristen says I mainly just lurk. That's true. Kristen's there most times because she's our cheerleader. That's what I say. But someday, Kristen, when you're ready, we're going to be there for you, cheerleading and helping you get your newsletter started and get your business, your career in line. So Maria says, I think I thought it started an hour earlier than that, so that's why I missed it. Probably. So I guess I could go ahead and set it up right now as soon as I get off here so that like it's running, like it says, you know, it'll start at 9 a.m. I should probably just do that. But okay. Thank you, everybody. I really, yeah, so weird. I really appreciate y'all today, and I will see you guys tomorrow for newsletter chat. And if you're not joining us then you can join me Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. to do this all over.